Hello. Hope everyone's having a lovely evening. I know I was supposed to be doing the chapter 5 for a day or two ago. I replaced it obviously with 4 robots. For anyone who has checked it out, cough cough, we lost quite a few if you didn't know. But alas, they did updates on the game and I didn't get to go ahead and, you know, finish up chapter 5. I started part 1. I didn't get to finish it because it kicked me right out, so let's try this again. I'm not getting any heads ups or warnings. It's like 4 a.m. in the morning, but I digress. I'm here to become productive and get y'all your chapters that y'all deserve. So let's just try this again. Hopefully it doesn't act up or anything. I think we're bueno. Keeper, don't let go of my hand. Your nose stung with the acrid stench of burnt coal after a fleeting moment of connection. You were yanked downward into the abyss of gravity. The familiar voice and warmth faded swiftly, replaced by a creeping chill and dampness that clawed at the spine. Keeper! Was that a dream? Is it dawn yet? Every bone in your body feels as if it has been shattered and reassembled as you are overwhelmed with an untimely fatigue. Your temples throb and the eyes are so dry that each blink feels like being pricked by needles. My reading's a little dusty. Your throat feels like you just swallowed a mouthful of something thick and acrid, with every breath bringing suffocating blockage and pain. Eyes open, head pounding, familiar surroundings. How many times has this happened? Can't there be a fresher way to start? You force yourself upright, and an unexpected sight floods your vision. A massive full moon hangs in the night sky, ethereal mist blanketing the sky, the air thick with gunpowder and the briny tang of salt water. Waves lap gently at the hull in a soft, rhythmic cadence, cradling the vessel as it drifts up toward an unknown destination. I'm on a ship! No doubt you are aboard a steamer. Not a streamer. Ooh. A steamer far out at sea. Ramona is nowhere near, and no sign of life meets your gaze. Easy, easy. Let's think this through from the start. Why am I on this ship? Something about harbor, the pattern, Francis' diary, the harbor. Once you're ready, we'll set off. I'll be your partner as always. This time, the church secrets. You have to... Ugh. Fragments of memory surface, only to be shredded by a searing pain. Bile rises, scorching the throat. Fresh air suddenly a rare luxury. Ooh, Ramona and I left the school together. Yes, Ramona. I need to find Ramona. You know what's going on. Connect the communicator. Ramona, can you hear me? Where are you? Ignoring the soul-deep ache, you activate the silver communicator as usual. That's where you find the brooch, signifying your identity is missing from your apple. What? How? Steady, steady. You're still away, just high spirit tracing. You draw a deep breath, willing away the discomfort, and plunge once more into the depths of your spirit. A constellation of lights twinkles, each a vibrant soul, far more numerous than you'd imagine. How many people on a ship? That's odd. Repressing curiosity and a baseless dread, you focus inward. The link acts like an unyielding umbilical cord, drawing 2 radiant spirits toward you. 2 links? There's Ramona? Someone else on this mission? The probing stirs ripples. One notices seems startled. Before you can sense more, he turns sluggishly, then fixes on your position. A chill races up your spine. Whatever is linked on the other end is coming for you. Without time to ponder, the stranger on the other end, instinct pulls you from the spirit realm, and you bolt in the opposite direction. As if by cruel coincidence, the ship lets out a piercing wail the moment your foot hits the deck. A metallic beast's death cry, signaling its surrender to the sea. What did we step on? Plunging into the spirit realm like that, blind to the peril, reckless, arrogant, soft, cool tentacles like orange pulp steady your teetering form, holding you firm. I did not expect such rashness from you. Tulu? You're awake. The young Regular glances your way, his gaze calm yet commanding. I shall overlook your impertinence this time. You still have a spirit for jest, you seem unharmed then. The brief lapse in our link must have been more disturbance to the gnosis. I'm just stuttering. Like Loten and Ogier, Tulu is one of the many awakeners on the Mythics administration. Yet in your year of training there, you've glimpsed him only a handful of times. Tulu spends most of his days in slumber, his awakening's rarest comments. Oop. Wrong button. Assigning him to field work with investigators unthinkable. Yet now, an invisible link binds you tightly, his storm-like gnosis ceaselessly scouring your mental domain. Link lapse? No, wait. How are we even linked? And why are you outside school? Foolish questions. This is no time for games. The girl's time is running short. The seafarers persist with the ritual of descent. The stars are aligning in their destined positions. Girl, the ritual of descent. Tension thickens between you and Tulu. After a pause, he sighs deeply, his youthful face etched with unchildlike gravity. What do you remember? Ramona and I left for the investigation. As for the rest, shake your head. Whether from external force or not, one thing is clear, your body resists recollection. The stars are rising to their destined positions. You know the ritual's condition. The ritual of descent. What's going on? And who are these fish people? I can't recall the details, but the link doesn't lie. We're allies here, Tulu. Tell me, what's happened? Harmony shadows Tulu's features. He closes his eyes as if gathering his thoughts. My oversight, failing to notice your distress. For a human to be ensnared in this, it has taken its toll. The ritual of descent is a term too sensitive for a mythic keeper. As you press for more, Tulu's tentacles bar your path. Someone approaches. Stay alert. Ew, that's a lot of plops. Urgent footsteps mingle with the step of webbed feet. Vibrations rumbling beneath. A figure barrels from the deck's far end towards you. Help! Oh yeah, it's her again. Help me! The girl dashes to your side, gasping for breath, clutching your cloak like a lifeline. If the humanoid foes with aquatic traits let out eerie whines. The sounds are chaotic and grating, yet their intent pierces through. You're saying, give her back to us. The disordered roars clarify in your ears. Just a bit more and you'd grasp what they said they wanted. In the distracted instant, the girl stomps hard on your boot. Like, why? Are you just gonna stand there? Do something! You stop staring! Focus! Don't let them grab us! Billy averts his gaze from you both, his tentacles whip fiercely, sweeping the relentless assailants overboard one by one. Reinforcements coming. They're after you. Girl purses her lips, then brightens with a spark of inspiration. Toss her overboard. Into the cabin! We can shake them for now. I guess that's a better idea. Why are they after you, though? She backs away a few steps, and you shield her as you follow. Peeking aside planks, she reveals a hatch in the deck. A hidden door? Hidden door? Unless you tease me at a time like this. It's not like you've never been below decks. Stop dawdling. Get ready. Billy raises no objection. Under his silent cover, you and the girl yank open an iron hatch. Beneath lies a metal ladder descending into unseen depths. Quick, you first. You can't fight. I have to protect you. Ignoring your protest, the girl, slender and agile, slips behind you. But with a solid kick, sends you tumbling into the black void. Ouch. You land on what feels like soft seaweed. The fishy reek and salty brine assaulting your senses, spinning your already aching head. Hey, you! Don't just hang there. Get down! Beulah sweeps another fish-headed monster over the rail before glancing your way. He grips the hatch frame, but his next move defies expectations. Sorry, proceed and rendezvous with the others. I must confirm why they cling to the ritual. The hatch slams shut, plunging you and the girl into utter darkness. The girl huffs in defiance. Deftly cranking the winch to secure the lock. You should be safe for now. Can we light a candle? Okay, never mind. He flicks the switch. The ancient bulb flickers, then floods the space with light, banishing the shadow. You finally behold the seaweed cushioning your fall. Body and mind sink into hell's darkest lava. This is no mere seaweed. Your palm roots in a crimson mire of unidentified tissue, jagged bones, and pricking painfully. Arcane runes smeared by fluids resemble a garnished ballroom carpet. Clearly a minor pagan rite has unfolded here. Decay permeates the cabin. Fish remnants alone couldn't produce such stench. Larger, fattier participants must have joined this macabre revelry. Erg. Typical seafarer mess. They never clean up. We just leave corpses around. The girl mutters, eyeing your sprawl on the altar with distaste. He shuckles you, then hurls you up by your cleaner arm. But seal it up there. They won't chase us anytime soon. Find something to cover this altar. It smells awful. Your temple pulls in rhythm. Agony splitting your skull. Ball surges and you double over, retching uncontrollably. Huh? What's wrong? Don't scare me like that. Stay back. I'm not just a little girl. I have a name. Murphy. Call me Murphy. Hold on. Wasn't there someone called Murphy in the last chapter? Suspicious. Her anxious face merges with fragmented memories, blending two similar yet distinct scenes into one. Murphy? You okay? Did the altar gross you out that bad? She circles you again, then under the dim light, tiptoes to inspect your state. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know why I thought she had a different name. That's a nasty fall. I think there's something useful in the shipment. Murphy mumbles indistinctly, stiffly rummaging through his stacked crates. Oh, this one's busted jewelry. You glance over, a coral pearl and lapis lazuli headdress lies there. Pricey looking, its eerie design inducing a dizzying haze. Damn, all ritual junk. The second crate brims with oddities, stone bowls, sage powders. To the uninitiated, it might pass for the apothecary's stock. Got it. Here, squat down. A paste smears your scalp, cool with a spicy bite, easing the pain somewhat. Hair clumps under the ointment, prompting you to comb it out. Hey, don't mess with it yet. It's not poison. Murphy hands you the jar. No ingredients or name on the label. It's a bizarre pattern, clearly homemade. Deja vu. I've been in this place before. Anyway, that design on the label, you've seen it somewhere. Growing up, they'd slap this on your every scrape or bruise. Well, feels better already, right? She eyes you nervously, guilt playing over the stair tumble. Yeah, not hurting now. Temples still throb faintly, but the back of your head feels soothed. Your gaze drifts to the ruined altar. If it has already draped cloth over it, fear you another bout of nausea. Now crimson and gray-green fluids bleed through... Hello? My voice has just dipped. Bleed through the burlap, forming a grotesque shape, like a peculiar dagger or an infant on the cusp of its first cry. See? Told you it works. Affirmation relaxes her, drawing out a smile, gazing at her eased form, and inner voice whispers. He is the eye of the storm. She holds the key to it all. I shall hold you to that. Ooh, we got the goodies. We got the goodies. I'm surprised that I was just stuttering all through that. It wasn't too bad, but I'm like, you could tell. I haven't done this in a second. Dylan said we should rendezvous with the others. I'm hoping this is the one that I'm thinking, because I know there's rendezvous is like spelled with a bunch of letters and you don't pronounce it the right way, but if it's wrong, do let me know. Don't roast me. Don't roast me too hard, okay? Easier said than done. Murphy paces the hold, her agitation plain to see. You draw a deep breath and call out to her. Murphy, maybe we should just hunker down in a corner. Murphy, I have something to tell you. Don't yell like that. What if you draw the seafarers right to us? Fine, what is it? I'm a bit confused on what's happening. Why am I on this ship? How do I know you? Honestly, I only just remembered your name. Don't tell me that kick down the hatch knocked something loose. Damn it, why now of all times? Murphy scratches his head in frustration, clearly at a loss. The whole story is too complicated to explain. If this isn't exactly safe, we need to join up with the others first. Others? The son of Neil's captain and his crew. And Ramona. Oh, can you try that thing again? The one where you dive into the spirit realm to find people? Spirit tracing? You know Ramona? Tulu, and even that I can do spirit tracing? What happened before? Stop throttling. Find Ramona's position first. I'll explain on the way. Sinking into the spirit realm proves agonizing like never before. Your consciousness scraping through thorns laced with pinpoint pains, and when you finally spot the familiar glow, of course it snaps. Urgh! Your mental tendrils barely graze your mind's edge before snapping like dry vines. So rending agony pierces your temples, dropping you at Murphy's feet. Hey! Don't scare me! Don't die on me! I'm fine. Spirit tracing is usually your forte, but now your body blocks your spirit wanderings. For certain, it's your own body expelling you from the spirit realm, not some mysterious entity. That's the seafarers. They found us! I've done it again. Can't stay here. Follow me. Murphy strains to haul you up, your weight making her legs quiver. You shift your balance toward the bulkhead, and with her support, you stagger deeper into the ship. I don't know, you just stayed at the front. You halt before a heavy iron door marred with eerie dents and bulges. From the ill-fitting seams wafts the acrid tang of smoke. Murphy, are we going in? Let me listen. Murphy gently releases you, presses her ear to the door, and listens intently with eyes closed. Seems empty. Let's hide in here. If Murphy pushes it open. Why was I putting an R in it? It's probably because it's like 4 a.m. in the morning. I should go to sleep. You glance at the label, engine room. Flashbang. This is a very large engine room. Then again, we're on a boat. No bustling scene awaits. No burly workers, no roaring boilers. Just sparks flying everywhere. Cold, rigid bodies litter the floor. The fish-headed monsters that pursued you. Murphy and Tulu call them seafarers. Massive breaches gape in the bulkheads, admitting gusts of chill wind. Murphy rubs her reddened ears, studying you as you step over flames into the ruins. This stench is unbearable. This place saw a fierce battle. Fierce battle? That's putting it lightly for what went down here. Oh, right. You don't remember. Amid the debris, something gleams conspicuously. Where you identify, Murphy's face twists, part horror, part sorrow. I don't know when she turned into this raveling lunatic. Her lips curl as she half-heartedly counts the past, edging towards the glint in the rubble. She wouldn't listen to a word, no matter how I begged. She insisted on this ritual. The gleam is an oddly shaped dagger, resting amid the dying embers. Despite the dust, its edge screams sharpness. You used to be so kind to me. Murphy stares at the dagger for a moment, then scrabbles into the wreckage on all fours, reaching for it. Ooh, girl. Among the falling seafarers, one props itself up on a broken weapon, staggering to its feet, bulging eyes nearly popping from its sockets, fixing murderously on Murphy above. Why? Why, from the High Priestess? Why? Divine Mother, Divine Mother! Gurgle, gurgle. I found the Divine Mother! High Priestess! High Priestess! The ritual nears! The ritual nears! The seafarer's fish-like jaw gapes impossibly wide, the membrane connecting its stretched loosen. Driven by fear, hope, and faith, it erupts with unimaginable vitality. The seafarer shoves you aside, screeching as it bolts for the engine. Remix it. No, he's getting away! Nope. Not anymore. A keen point bursts from the gray-blue chest. Fluid spraying as the seafarer crumbles. Murphy stands guard at the door, unnoticed until now. Gray-green ink dripping from the dagger's tip. Rubber shreds cling to it, having clogged with flesh. Murphy trembles visibly, yet her grip remains ironclad. Sorry, I can't let you go. Murphy's eyes the dagger a while longer, then wipes away the seafarer's blood. He was going to alert the others. Leaning against the door, Murphy surveys the engine room's devastation, lashes fluttering uneasily. But Miriam is already... Why won't they give up? Murphy murmurs the name, triggering an inexplicable dizziness. You blink through the nausea before voicing your question. Who's Miriam? She's the seafarers, the fish people's leader. Then this Divine Mother. The question triggers mechanical swallows, tension mounting. Body knows the answer, yet subconscious dread blocks recall. Murphy looks up, sorrow swirling in her eyes. It's me. I'm the pitiful wretch infested by monsters, the destined vessel for the pagan god's rebirth. I am the seafarer's cult's Divine Mother. As the final words escape Murphy's lips, white light explodes before your eyes, laced with agony. Hey! Hey! Body topples backwards uncontrollably. Low frequency hums circling your ears. The girl cries, drowned in pain's torrent. The lights in, an intangible gaze fixes upon you. The unknown entity judges you, whether your shattered skull merits mending, whether your unraveling soul can be rewoven. Eyes wide, consciousness slips from your form. I'ma just take a vacation. I'ma just head out. The ambush. So they just want their queen back. I think that's reasonable. Ish. Sort of. 3 hours earlier, Port Town Bridgeport, third wharf. Sai! Watch out behind you! Detecting unlimited high-frequency waves. Comes auto-linking. Once again, good evening, Keeper, Ramona. Sounds like someone scared witless. Please refrain from unnecessary verbal interference with field personnel. Fine, fine. So need a hand? We need backup. We're at Bridgeport's Town third wharf. Engaged with unknown hostiles. Summoning nearest field investigators. Investigator Delapour expected at third wharf in 30 minutes. 30 minutes? What? It's not 30 minutes. 30 is too long. South Road swarming. We'll break north. Driver notified for pickup at third wharf north exit. Unknown hostiles, not the Church of the Lightbearers. Log new enemy intel. Please, Erica, not now. Humanoids with undocumented aquatic traits report forthcoming upon return. Lie, stay on guard and prepare for breakout. Say less. We're gonna be busting down the door like the FBI. Alright. Oh, I did do a good handful of upgrades. Not just with the characters itself, but like the built-in skills. Not the built-in skills, just the skills. Anyway, ahead lies a thick black fog. Entering rashly will bring disaster. Perhaps you should find a searchlight to disperse the... Okay, well... Searchlight. Okay, well we can't do that, so we have to enter it. Whether we like it or not. You didn't give us much of a choice. Oh snap! Okay, hold on. Gonna have to fix that. I just realized I swapped one out so I could finish the events previously on Digimon. I never swapped it back out. I didn't even notice. I don't know how her skill exactly works, but I mean, put it on her. This wharf's massive. Don't let up. We're nearing the north gate. After battles along the way, few foes remained in the path. Only a handful of small fry stood between you and escape. These enemies, could the Church of the Lightbearers have sent them? If not, it's too coincidental. I can't rule it out, but the Lightbearers we met in Rye were far more refined. Besieging you were literal small fry, hunched humanoids, fresh heads peeking from ragged hoods. Each assault brought the rot of decaying life. Can't discount the Sculptors Association either. Herbert's a bastard who toys with life under experiment. I'd like to take on Herbert, but remember, the solution can cause mass mutations too. Hope this isn't cataclysm influence. Hopefully not. Okay, that. Yes. Okay, so that was going to give me health. It's Ramona! Keeper, over here! It's the driver! And the familiar middle-aged man rattled the chained gate anxiously, looking troubled. Gate's locked. What now? No issue, I'll sever the chain. Step back. I would have just leaped over it, but okay. The driver retreated to avoid the blade. Ramona raised her weapon chest high, inhaling together strength. Rustling grew. Shapes emerged from shadows in succession, thickening the air with damp heaviness. Fish-like foes blocked you from the gate. The driver yelped, tumbling onto the hood. These fish people were ambushing us. Driver's non-combat. Get out now. Right, be careful. The driver scrambled in. Engine roar drew enemy eye. Hey, Stargazies, over here. Okay. I mean, thankfully, we didn't get one of the Richard Kaisen moments. Remember when Brody was just laid out? They did him wrong. Thankfully he did survive though, so that's a plus. So everything is just hills. There's a bunch of hills. Okay, this one, 65. Sonar Flare. Most damage. Looking good. And then we'll do poison. And then you'll go and spoil it all. Things, something. Like I love you. Anyway. This one. That. Oh, hold on. Oh, actually, I kind of like her. Okay. Extra turn. That's really neat. Oh, so after you. Oh, okay. 77. So after you fill this up, it seems you get the extra turn. Nice. I like that. This. Oh, well, hello there. Goodbye. You send the driver off, like the enemy reinforcements? Too many retreats cut off. Moonlit waves rippled in unlit corners. Who knew how many lurked? Back! Order! Tightening the noose at its certain berth, the fish people halted their advance, muttering inscrutable gibberish in a standoff. Why aren't they attacking? Ramona, what is it? From herding us north to sealing the exit, they've always left the path. Their assault was deliberate, to corner us here at 3rd Wharf, Berth 2. But the spot seems ordinary. True, Berth 2 holds no significance. The issue is the ship docked here. Ship? Ramona's words unleashed a gale, scattering the fog in your mind. A colossal vessel materialized behind you, eclipsing the moon, throning all in shadow. Post-manifestation, the encircling fish people erupted in cheer that exhibited bizarre behavior. Look at them. The fish people formed a queue, leaping toward the ship like suicidal possums, heedless of life. Why are possums casually catching strays? What did the possums do? Weirder still, as webbed hands neared the hull, faint fluorescent rippled, repelling all boarders into the water. This ship, it's rejecting the fish people. The outer hull's rusted and faded, original markings illegible, its name in white paint barely discernible. Zona nil. Erica, any Mythog records? William! Zona nil. Formerly of Black Star Shipping, passenger liner of transoceanic routes. I hope I pronounced that right. Post Black Star bankruptcy, anonymously acquired privately, registered and converted to cargo. William, you know the ship. In 288 AF, Son and Neil sank in a storm. Years later, North Sea Coast reported ghost ship sightings. Mythic investigator boarded once but returned no usable intel. No usable intel? But he returned safely to campus, right? Yes. Memory gaps aside, no other anomalies. Leave convalescence, then back to the front lines. Can we patch him in? Regrettably, no. He perished in a mission before you joined Mythag. Oh, well, of course he did. I think this is a setup. I think someone did this on purpose. Hey, Ramona, you can't mean... Yes, they won't let us wait for rescue. Fish people pivoted weapons towards you, no longer assaulting the Son and Neo. Circle shrank, you and Ramona backed against the hull. Ramona inhaled deeply, touching the lowered gangway. Unlike the repelled fish people, her nails Cornell. Her fingers met solid hole. You exchanged glances and pressed your hands to the ship. Bad resistance halted your hand mid-air, then vanished. Steel's chill penetrated your glove, numbing your scalp. Son O'Neill accepts you. Boarding down. For some reason, I think this is a terrible idea. Alright, investigate. Hold on. We gotta switch her out. Like, she got goods, but just not the goods that I particularly prefer. Just cause not what I'm looking for. I wanna make sure that's for her. Well, that'll be fine. It will be fine. I prefer her attack because it causes extra damage. I won't take as much. 3 hours earlier, Port Town Bridge, 3rd Wharf. The acrid tang of rusted iron assaulted your nostrils. With each step, the gangplank groaned underfoot, teetering on the brink of collapse. No signs of maintenance or repairs, but aside from the age, the hull looks solid enough. No oblivious saltwater corrosion and nothing clinging below the waterline. No barnacles, no oysters. You and Ramona climbed the rickety gangplank side by side. The path ahead dissolved into a swirling fog, obscuring everything beyond. Find anything? The Son O'Neill doesn't match the profile of a second ghost ship. It contradicts the records of it going down in a storm. I love to dig into the ship's history, but now's not the time. You glance back, the enemies who herded you onto the gangplank cluster below, the vacant fish eyes locking onto yours. Just as I thought, they're not following us up. Ramona lowered her voice to a whisper. Those fish people are blocked by the Son O'Neill. For some reason, the ship lets us aboard. We're the key to getting in. Once they're on board too, we're disposable. Exactly, so I've got an idea. You step onto the final rung of the gangplank. Close the door? Your eyes were brushed by a warm breeze, as gentle as the skies caressed upon a bird in flight, and the world seemed to be inverted before you. The massive full moon vanished from the sky. Aurora-like halos twisted around the ship's hull, casting airy hues across the deck. Ramona, something's wrong. The gangplank shuddered. Now that you were safely on deck, the fish people abandoned their watch, scrambled up with hands and feet. Too late, they're coming. Ramona swung her sword with full force, shattering the securing latch. The gangplank plummeted, but no thud echoed from below. Your heart pounded weirdly, not widely. The ship's anomalies flooded your mind. It took a moment before either of you could speak again. At least they can't board from this one. The sights on this ship definitely fit my stereotype of a ghost ship. No sound where the gangplank fell. Means we're probably in some isolated space. Interesting, huh? This is a visible domain. The fog around the school runs on silver technology. Wonder what force powers the ship. Could it be an awakener? No records like this in the archives, but theoretically, an awakener could create an isolated space. You want the details? Clear at me. Yeah, now's not the time for it. Sal, you hearing this? Ramona tapped her brooch. Faint glow flickered across the communicator's silver surface. Huh? Ramona leaned over and tapped her communicator. You focused your mind as usual, but nothing happened. The mental energy dissipated like tears in the ocean, fading into silence. Looks intact on the outside, but no signals going out. Why is everything always jamming comms? Last time in the wax museum too. Silver tech isn't foolproof. Besides, only scratching the surface with the silver anyway. Hope those fish people don't climb up somewhere else. Yeah. Stay alert. Pray the ship doesn't set sail. Thanks for jinxing us. Couldn't be better timing. As if a luck answered, an opera singer's trill along Hornblast echoed Ramon's prayer. That's not a prayer, that was a plead. I know what you're thinking, but please, not now. Can't sell out with Son O'Neill. Too many red flags on the ship. Take the other side of the deck. See ropes for a lifeboat. Try escaping on the water. What water? Hold up, I hear something. Oh, well, what did... Okay, yeah. Fish-like faces emerged on deck. The culprits who chased you aboard closed in. Because of course they did. Well, what would be expected at this point? Okay, let's activate the searchlight. Come on! Get the searchlight. Free money. Thank you. The grotesque features alone felt like a blasphemy against evolution. They shoved each other, their crude weapons clanking harshly. Amid the chaos, they seemed to cluster around something. Okay. Nothing there. I could have just went straight into the attacking. My guy got a broom. That's crazy. Yeah, like, I need my little fishy girl. Oh. Okay. Lovely. Shield as always. Battle. Battle, battle, battle. That's all we ever need. Boing, boing. Oh, didn't do it. It didn't do the thing. It didn't do the thing. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Shield as always. Shield would always be my first go-to. I don't need it. Interwave. You fall into darkness at the edge of your vision. A sliver of light. I always do this. Shines through a gap resembling a keyhole. The silver. He emits a faint glow, guiding you into the secret passage. Obviously, we're going to enter it because we need keys. Thank you. Are they really elite, or will it be? He on his hands and knees. Woo. Got me feeling some type of way. Anyway, okay, not bad, not bad. And this one. Activate this. 40-50. Two. That one and that one. 33. Okay. To be honest, I was expecting us to kind of struggle a little bit. I mean, we did struggle, but that's just because all their skills was like beginner. But after I decided to level it up, light work. Now, I do realize that after each chapter, they decide to get severely harder. I'm not going to speak too soon. Okay. But, you know, right now, it seems scrumptious. Final battle. Enough, they're insignificant. Oh, it's her. A figure stood silent at the rear of the horde, none speaking. An adult woman, her body shrouded in black veil, stood out starkly among the hideous, deformed fish people. Alignment draws near. Loyal seafarers, believers in the divine realm. In this farce, welcome back the Divine Mother. Welcome the God's return. Ooh, hello. At her command, boy, unlike the surrounding fish people, stepped forward. He bowed deeply to the woman, his tone brimming with unmatched loyalty and pride. Okay. As you command, Lady Miriam. Serious, I like your outfit though. Talk about it? Maybe? Just for a little while. Okay, so we're safe with that, so let's... Throw down. Okay. Obviously we're gonna do counter. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Add to your hand. That one, and I guess that one because it's gonna be nothing activated. Yeah, the update, not updates, upgrades definitely work because what do you mean? We get 60 instead of like 30. It's lovely. If I do say so myself. I just have to figure out how to do the octopus thing because now there's a way that you can go ahead and like, oh, okay, maximize it. Body. I think I should be concerned. Yep. Not good. So, at least place that on you. I can't attack you, but at least add a little debuff of sorts. Okay, so if I attack a move, get counter. Dino, yep. Okay, so I guess I'll do a little bit of that. That one, and then I'll do this because it gives me an extra shield. Noise. Lovely. Everything turned out just as I wanted it. Mere lowly humans. Oh, are they this tough? The boy stared in disbelief, eyes wide. In a skirmish, Ramona's flurry of sword strikes had wounded his fins and tail. Grayish red blood flowed freely across the deck, seeping into the planks. He leaned on his weapon to stay upright, clearly unable to parry your attacks any longer. You're different from the fish-headed monsters. In your power. Ramona flourished her sword, its tip drawing a graceful yet lethal arc, pointing straight at the kneeling boy. You're an awakener, right? Insolent. Our bloodline far surpasses you wretched humans. You've no right to call seafaring a monster. We didn't, technically. Ramona's words stung the boy's nerves. He surged with power, his dorsal spine bristling as he knocked her sword aside. Ramona, watch out! You drew yourself a key, attempting to link and suppress the erupting awakener boy. You just sensed the anomaly instantly. Mine was utterly stable, tethered by the serpentine chain to something nearby. This linker. A twisted shadow saluted from the seafarer horde, slamming it to your hand, gripping the silver key like lightning, before it hurled you against the railing. Yeah, she's a fish. Didn't think of that. Hey, cuz, that's enough. Lady Miriam, give me one more chance. I'll deal with these two. The woman crowned with thorns glanced at him, silent. The gaze shifted to Ramona, then to you, finally lingering on the faintly glowing silver key at your chest. And that's how we lost it. A silver key. The next instant, a snake-like shadow shot from beneath her veil, coiling up your body. Oh, so she's not a fish. Gotcha. It was indeed a snake, a violet energy construct, wrapping your wrist tightly. His ominous fangs poised menacingly at you. Let's not do a trip and virus moment, okay? Let's put that far back, maybe. Hands off her! Ramona whirled and hurled her rapier, shattering one snake shadow, eyeing you. The next second, her legs burst with astonishing strength. She leaped over the pair like she was flying, reaching your side in a flash. She yanked you into a roll, dodging the snake shadow renewed assaults while drawing her weapon. You're no match for this woman. Get to the lifeboat. Ramona gave you no chance to argue, shoving you into the lifeboat. You vaulted onto the gunwale, knees bent for balance, and slashed sideways with precision. The lifeboat's scurrying mechanism shattered, and a massive wave of weightlessness engulfed your mind. Ramona! Ramona dangled half off the ship. A snake shadow snared her ankle, dragging her back over the railing. The lifeboat tipped into its... Oh, we do have water. Okay. Tipped in its descent. Darkness and bold, chilling seawater flooded your throat. In your final glimpse, Ramona reached out to you. I guess we're okay. Ramona slumped on the deck, rubbing her ankle with a furrowed brow. She gritted her teeth, snapped the dislocated joint back into place, her face twisted briefly before resuming its usual composure. The woman, poised like a leader, strode to Ramona and looked down at her. But how tall is she? Devaki, Link, Awakener? I overlooked your appearances at the harbor. Now it's clear. The prophecy of our Lord comes true. None can halt the stars' alignment. All in this mortal world heads where it must. The harbor. You're the one who ordered the seafarers to chase us, using us to breach the ship's domain boundary. Miriam offered no denial, a devout smile gracing her elegant face. Students of Mythic University, as nourishment for our Lord, none could be more fitting. Miriam turned away from Ramona, unconcerned by the weapon still clutched in her hand. She seemed utterly confident as the Ramona resistance had ceased. Or rather, she was certain it wouldn't pose any threat. This is your last chance, Caicus. Take her below, guard her well. It'll be the final piece of the ritual. Once our Lord is reborn, he'll devour the full sweet flesh. He will raise our city from the sea, restore our kingdom to this chaotic world. forging a new future for the seafarers. Chaotic world? So we're just in one piece. Okay. Okay, honey. Ramona cannot participate. I don't have Ramona. I do not have Ramona in my team, don't worry. Don't panic now, dear, don't panic. Water poured endlessly into your body. Nostrils, ears, throat, eyes, every orifice in your upper body filled with seawater. Well, we're finna drown. Your blood reacted with the seawater in some way. It was expelled from your frame, replaced by what seems like coarse salt, a grit following through your veins. It scraped your body and soul from within. Your lungs brimmed with liquid as your body sank. Consciousness faded. Worries from your partner squeezed out by pain and suffocation. Ripples stirred the sea surface, crashing against your eardrums. You struggled to open your eyes. Something dove beneath the waves, silhouetted against the light. It wrapped nimbly around your waist like seaweed. No, not seaweed, but some soft yet incredibly tough muscle. Oh, that's Tulu. Okay. It's a wish. Wish. Anyway, the elongated muscle dragged you upward. Pink light from the domain sky entered your vision, followed by the beams of the lower deck and the flickering electric lamps in the cabin. Finally, a face both familiar and strange. Dry air mixed with seawater lingering in your windpipe, irritating your respiratory tract like never before. Muscles spasmed, unleashing uncontrollable coughs. The green-haired boy furrowed his brow slightly. Under his control, tentacles wrapped around you once more. Then, the tentacles contracted with precise force several times, expelling seawater and small fish from your throat. Oh, okay. Thank you. No need for thanks. Your voice is too loud. It'll draw the other seafarers. I mean, for pulling me out of the sea. Though becoming an awakener was not my wish, Mythic University did end my millennia-long slumber. For reason and sentiment, I won't abandon a keeper to death. But you shouldn't be here, right? The roster for the investigation only includes me and Ramona. Without approval from the field operation leader and unlinked by an investigator, awakeners aren't allowed beyond Mythic's boundaries. I thought you knew that. Awakener Tulu, file number 6291, codename Slobbering Sovereign. You know, those so-called rules at Mythic University mean nothing to me. Don't use that foolish codename on me, Tulu. I'm not one of those rigid types from the committee. Me, Awakeners aren't beasts to shackle. My concern is you're not on the field mission list, unlinked by anyone. Stray too far from Mythic's black pool for too long and you'll slip into a frenzy. No matter, I won't be ruled by so-called instincts. He's giving a king from Sugar Chera. I'm not even gonna lie. The Awakener retained his boyish form, yet every word and gesture carried the authority of a superior. A mere fleeting glance sufficed to make one's hair stand on end. I just want to know what you're doing here. You slumber year-round, not even staring for the anomaly at the key bestowal ceremony. Yet you risk losing your sanity to come here. Whatever happened, it must mean a lot to you. Everything unfolding here stems from me. As for the details, they're none of your concern. Really, none of my concern, even when Ramona and I crossed paths with that woman Miriam. You could barely show up to help. I owe you no explanation, but if necessary, I'll lend aid. Tila's tight-lipped stance nearly ignited your anger, but reality preserved your reason. Your hands clenched, then relaxed yet again. After a few deep breaths, you finally turned to the awakened boy before you. Ramona's in the seafarer's hands. Tila, I need your help. No, you gotta scold him and then be like, hey, can you help me out, by the way? Tila lifted his head, gazing into your eyes for a long moment as if breathing words of refusal. Just as his lips twitched, ready to utter a reply, a girl's piercing scream echoed from the cabin's depth. Is that Ramona? Let's go. You don't know how many seafarers are aboard. Rushing in unprepared is truly foolish. Foolish? If, as you say, you won't abandon the keeper to death, Tila, I'm about to walk to my doom. By the way, I'm about to jump. If you want to get a rope, to catch me or a lifeboat, feel free, but I'm going to jump to make sure that you catch me. Tila cradled his head without reply, but as you turned to dash deeper into the cabin, you caught the boy's faint, almost imperceptible sigh. I love this. By the way, I'm gonna jump into this fire, and I hope you come with a fire extinguisher. If not, well, just know you're to blame. Right of surrogacy. What is this? On the side, Tula catches up. Heavy ice limbs hook onto you, quelling your urge to charge into the enemy's ranks. I will be your aid, but only for now. Hold tentacle. Interesting, but okay. The storm of gnosis surrounds Tulu. You exchange a glance with him and step into the darkness one after another. Oh, the key is right up there. I should have went that way. Oh well. I should have looked. Or... Okay, let's go get the key. Tentacles, sure. Vent. The moment you touch the ship's railing, memories that weren't yours flood your mind. Why are we reading people's mind? This happened last chapter too. People dressed her in a pure white gown, adorned her with elegant jewelry, and placed her on a high altar. The townsfolk knelt and bowed at her feet. I would too, she is so beautiful. Her eyes were filled with hope. Sailors wished for her protection during voyages. Fishermen hoped for a calm fishing season, and other townspeople desired a year of smooth sailing. Among the kneeling crowd were her childhood friends and her close family. She didn't want anything. She didn't know what she wanted. Possibly responding to prayer seemed to be her only purpose in life. Pray to her, cheer for her. She should be the one shedding tears. No one has more right to cry than her. But why isn't she crying? Why does she remain aloof? As if those people aren't kneeling before her. Okay, let me head out, I guess. Take the vest. We might need it later. Hey, more counter. Perfect. Oh, but I'm half paranoia. Oh well. Alright, dispel, obviously. White and then get the key. I could have just walked over the broken ground, but I mean, technically speaking. Okay. Technically speaking, we would have ended up having to come over here anyway, so it wouldn't have made a difference. Vents, obviously. Yes. And keys. Lovely. I see the boss already here. Over there! Divine Mother. Several seafarers formed a circle surrounding a corner of the cabin. They chanted in grating tones, nearly drowning the girl's sobs. Oh, that's not Ramona. Stay away from me! Don't even think of dragging me back. That's not Ramona. The seafarer leader prostrated reverently before the girl, while others gripped her limbs with webbed palms. The leader rose abruptly. Only then did you see that beneath her veil writhed several dancing snake heads, utterly bizarre. The snakehead one traced odd runes on the floor, then accepted a sack from a seafarer. A nauseating stench emanated from within. Fangs tore a gash in the sack. Rotten viscera spilled like sardines, landing squarely on the runes. Putrid order instantly permeated the cabin. What are you doing? You don't have the right to lay hands on me. See Miriam if you dare. Miriam? What's the woman's name? This girl knows the leader. Why are the seafarers hunting her? Before you could sort it out, thick tentacles grazed your shoulder, lunging furiously at the serpentine seafarer. The latter was caught off guard, but quickly reacted, hissing with forked tongue as it tangled to his tentacle. Well, they'll be aight. And let's see here. Okay. There was a bug causing an up the ball to the back row. Enemies 195 chin damage. Okay, I guess we'll try it. Not bad. Not the greatest, but I mean, never mind. I like it. The tentacle smashed down heavily. The seafarer's body crumbled into fragments, yet miraculously spared the girl's spot. Billy retracted his limbs, eyeing the gray, green, and red-white slurry upon them. Disgust flickered on his face, vanishing as he discreetly wiped the filth on the deck. Huff, huff. The girl clutched her wrists, breathing heavily, looking utterly shaken. You okay? Stay back! He took but half a step forward, and the girl shouted tensely, her eyes brimming with weariness. Seeing this, you halted, raising your hands to show harmlessness. Don't be scared. You're not bad guys. If not for us, that snake-faced creep would have used you in some ritual, right? Speaking of rituals, did they hurt you, miss? You're clutching your wrist. Is it sprained? I'm no miss. I have a name. Murphy. Call me Murphy. Murphy, okay. I've had first aid training. And if I check your hand? The girl eyed you hesitantly, but ultimately allowed your approach, leading one hand. He gently held her hand, pushing up her sleeve. She wore thick winter clothes. Aside from slight redness and tugging, no other injuries showed. Probably a minor strain. Rest for a few days and it'll be fine. Sensing Murphy's mood ease slightly, you bypass the injury, suddenly gripping her upper arm firmly. What are you doing? You know the seafarer's leader, Miriam. Yet they're hunting you. Murphy, who are you really? That was when Tulu finished inspecting the runes and joined the conversation. That rune is a seafarer hypnosis ritual. Those guys wanted her asleep to avoid complications. Where Tulu finished, Murphy's face turned to ashen. Her kicking and biting struggles against you ceased, pondering something. Murphy? Okay, we got yoink. Agonizing pain struck your oh, that's why your head hurts. Okay. Struck your forehead. The impact spun your world. Murphy seized the chance to break free. I want to break free! Anyway, clutching her head, she fled deeper into the cabin. I knew you weren't good people. Oh, wait, hear me out! Murphy clearly ignored your feeble plea. Her figure soon vanished around the corner. Dewey, why didn't you stop her? Don't look at me like that. I hadn't anticipated her head being so hard. Well, I guess we gotta go ahead and snatch up our princess. Dearie, dearie me. I guess we'll figure out next time why she sprinted away. Well, I mean, we kind of know already, but like, you know, we're gonna have to find her and stuff. Honestly, I'm liking chapter 5. I'm interested in the tentacle one. I did not summon him yet. I don't know if he's playable, but if he is playable, I will be grabbing him, adding him to my collection. Cough, cough. But yeah, I think chapter 5 is going to be quite an interesting one. Trying to figure out why we're on a ship and how are we on a ship and why there's water but no sky. That's not really relevant, but I digress. Anyways, I've gone blank, my bad. As always, if you want to join in with the live streams, we stream live at 12 to 12:30, well, starting about those times, on Twitch. It's gonna be in the description if you want to check us out. We play, Minecraft, Withering Waves, just a whole plethora of games. Assassin's Creed is right now on our bucket list if you decide to go ahead and join in. Oh, I'm so excited. It hasn't been here yet, but it's coming, and I'm ready. But anyways, Twitter's for all polls. Everything's down in the description again. And if you don't have Twitch, you can always join the live streams on YouTube. I try to do TikTok, but I'm not really accustomed to it right now. So if I miss your messages, forgive me. That's besides the point. I hope you enjoyed this chapter. Just to help out in the algorithm, if you don't mind just leaving a little comment or subscribing, you know, it'll make my day. It's free after all. And I will see you in the next episode of chapter 5. It's not going to be a two-parter, I can see this already. Probably going to be about 3 or 4, but who knows? We'll see. I'm enjoying this. I'm vibing. And I am probably going to finish the hard modes just so that I can get extra summons, because I'm a summoning hobo. Anyway, I hope to see you next time on Sonic X. Anyway, let me stop. Doodle.